call Tay from Visual Black Justice, and I'm like telling her, and I'm like, something just happened. A man just ran his car through. I don't know. I think everyone's okay. I think some people got injured. And then I walked back, and then I saw her laying down right there. And yeah, it was just really traumatizing. I was like walking around, didn't understand what was going on. I still can barely understand what's going on right now. I like feel numb. And then all of a sudden, within 5 minutes of like walking around, trying to process what's happening, looking for all the other girls and non-binaries, the cops show up. Like over 20 squad cars showed up within 5 minutes. How is that possible that all these people were ready to go in their cars to show up here within 5 minutes? In riot gear, like they had their maces ready. Yeah, before the ambulance. The ambulance, it took over 10 minutes for the ambulance to get here. And so as they got here, I think that was the point when I started going live on the Visual Black Justice account. And that's kind of like my side of the story and everything that was going on. Oh.
Hey y'all, I'm Abel. How y'all doing? I just wanted to say that like this was a setup. We all believe, right? Right?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Nobody goes 100 miles per hour down Hennepin. Yep. But when the cops got here, there were 15 cop cars before the ambulance got here. Just
thank you. Sorry.
To think about it. They told us that, they told Lavish this actually, I don't know where Lavish is, but they told Lavish that if we weren't in these streets, it wouldn't have happened, which is so fucked to begin with. Bullshit.
Oh, wait.
Wow.
Did you say that?
No.
You'll go. Go ahead.
And my name is Marie. I honestly don't know what to say. This is like not what I do, but what I do want to say is that regardless of what we were doing in this space, there is no reason for that to have happened to us. If we were playing volleyball, if we were playing regular green night, if we were playing colors, if we were sitting, if we were singing, none of that should ever happen to us. There should never be the opportunity for that to happen to us. They should have, I don't even know what to say. Like that easily was the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. And I'm about to get the mic up because I know you can hear my voice shaking, but I just like, I just want you guys all to know that how fast everyone has shown up for her, has shown up and came and stood in solidarity and taking care of the people around them and taking care of, even before this, Winston Smith, taking care of the George Floyd, taking care of everybody who has just been out here, and we've literally built a family. I feel safe around you guys. And it just really means a lot, and I know it means a lot for Deona to see, and I know it means a lot for Deona's family to see us all here, and I'm about to let it go. Here come the water.
You're loved.
I also just want to stress for all of us who were here that night yesterday, it's traumatizing. Like, even when we walked around the block because the cops had pushed us all the way down there, there was another car that was speeding that way, and all of us started jumping because we were scared that that shit was gonna happen again. When I hear the motorcyclists walking around, I get scared because the sound is so loud. When I hear the balloons popping, I get scared because I think it's gonna happen again. Even when I tried to go to sleep last night, I couldn't. I kept having nightmares about this situation. It kept replaying over and over and over and over again. This shit is traumatizing as hell. And I just want to stress that a lot of us are young, within like under the age of 23, 24, and this shit is really traumatizing to see at this age.
My name is Michaela. I was in a game with them. I don't know, hug your family, please.
Got it.
My name is Amama. I just want to say one thing, that the news, the media, they're going to try and spread a false narrative that this white man, this white supremacist was mentally ill, he was drunk, any other type of reason that they would not do for a black man, for a black man, for a black woman, for a black trans person. They will go through their records, they will spread lies, they will smear our names, and they will give these white supremacists grace. And everyone here needs to spread the truth of what really happened. This man was sober, it was intentional. He was smiling, he got out of bed, he was smiling, he was smirking at us. He stopped at the red light down there, and one of our best friends tried to wave him away, and then he accelerated through. So just know that this was intentional, heavily intentional. This was a setup, and we need to let that truth be known. This is not okay. That's not okay.
Thank you all for speaking. We're out here for the survivors as well, for all of you who endured that and are living with that visual, that horrific memory and experience. It takes time. It takes time to heal. This is so fresh and so new. You just have to go through it. Some things you can't go around, can't go under or over. You just have to go through it. But we're here to go through it with you all. Next, we have a member of TCC for J, Twin Cities Coalition for Justice for Jamar. Oftentimes, because Jamar's videos have not been released, although they were turned in, Jamar's name is often left out when you see like cases that have gone national. Although at the time, it was definitely national. We definitely worked. So we're keeping Jamar Clark's name alive in the street with Twin Cities Coalition for Justice for Jamar. So DJ Hooker.
Yeah!
DJ Hooker, the person who went live, who I was following and sharing on the pages, who brought this, what was happening, out to the world. Happy birthday, DJ! DJ, come out, please.
Sorry, no worries. I'm trying to go behind you. Sorry.
You know, happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday, birthday to you.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
I really remember the rest. Okay,
The same thing over and over.
I mean, I got the words, just the melody just don't resonate in my mind. So, but DJ, just an amazing individual who's just burst on the scene, just chanting and leading and speaking so intelligently, just breaking it down with such facts. And I felt like he was an amazing find for TCC for J, but he's an amazing find for the whole activist community. We are blessed to have you, DJ, and we just thank you for being out here day in and day out, being out in Brooklyn Center day in and day out, being where the bodies are needed day in and day out. Thank you so much. And I'm just going to tell this little story. Probably doesn't want me to tell it, but I mean, for DJ to come out, it really does mean a lot. Because I remember DJ told me a story about it was cold outside, so he didn't go to work for a week because it was cold outside. So we're talking about somebody who will stay at home. He's like, it's just too cold. I don't want to put on a coat. Okay. But he's out here for the movement, so that means something.
Right.
You know, so we really got to celebrate DJ being out here, especially on your birthday. So today, on a day of sorrow, we all are celebrating the life that you are still here, because it could have been you. So we're celebrating your birthday. We thank God for you. DJ, please say your truth.
So I want to make sure that we get rid of all these false narratives. Because the Star Tribune just can't get it right, apparently. It's like the fact they're getting the Pulitzer or something, right? So what happened was, this car charged at us, catching speed and speeding up on its way down, and it attacked us. What happened last night wasn't an accident. Someone wasn't accidentally just struck and killed. What happened last night was a domestic terrorist act.
Yep.
And it is a complete attack on our First Amendment right for protesting. I know it don't matter, but I'm gonna say it anyway. We were literally out here playing volleyball, seeing how long we could keep it up in the air. If anyone cares, the record was 17. And we said fuck 12 every time we got there. We showed a bunch of people how to play tip, and we started playing that. I got third place. You know, it was a little sketchy, but you know, I got third place. And then we were playing red light, green light before we were hit. Do I need to tell y'all this story to justify the fact that we were out here with our First Amendment right and doing it peacefully? Hell no.
Hell no.
But I'm about to tell y'all, because I want to tell y'all what kind of atmosphere was out here. Unlike what Minnesota likes to do in Minneapolis and MPD, we were out here healing. We were out here building community. I got to have several conversations with people I had never met before that show up to protest. That's the kind of atmosphere that we were having before this terroristic attack happened. Let me get some more facts straight. He wasn't drunk. He wasn't high. He knew what the fuck he was doing. What happened last night was an attack because we are organizing. What happened last night is an attack because we are bringing people together. That's when the politicians start getting scared. That's when the 1% start getting scared, when we start bringing people together. That's when they killed Fred Hampton. That's when they killed Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. It's when everybody started to come out, and not just black people.
Yeah.
And they're going to do the same tactic as they always do. But that's not how we roll anymore. What we're doing is we got all these different organizations and we got all these different people from the community, because it isn't about leaders, it's about building a militant community that has an understanding of class struggle.
Right.
And they're going to fight for black liberation and Native liberation at the forefront. So, the other day, someone came out and painted over this beautiful artwork that we have that says, "Do not cover up Winston Smith's murder." Which is funny because they covered it up. So, and it's funny they did it with a pride flag too. Because let me tell you, whoever did that don't know what anything about pride. Let me tell you. As a gay black man myself, what pride is about was it was black and BIPOC drag queens and trans black women fighting a fucking cause.
Yes, right, it was. Yep. We are.
And Marsha B. Johnson would be sick to her stomach if she saw what they did to that. So, what I'm going to say is, not all heroes wear capes, but none of them damn sure wear badges.
Right.
And what happened last night was a tragedy. What we need is we need people mobilized. We need more people on the ground. We need more people going to the legislators and hitting the phones up. We need to try everything, because what we're out here for is to try a diverse pool of tactics. Yes, and we need to make sure that we turn up for all these people who are out here just trying to live business as usual. All these people rather be on their balconies than fighting for white supremacy. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm not gonna come out here. I'm not gonna tell any of y'all that I'm okay or that I'm fine. I know we live in a culture where that's supposed to be the socially acceptable thing for me to lie and pretend like I didn't see a woman's body in her own blood, to pretend like I wasn't moments away from getting hit by that same truck. I'm not gonna fucking lie. What they fucking did is they tried to scare us, they tried to intimidate us, they tried to create fear, and let me tell you what, they fucking succeeded. I am scared. I've been crying all day. I haven't cried this much in years. But what I will fucking say is I won't let that fear, that intimidation, and the fact that they succeeded in scaring me stop me from coming out here.
Great. Do it scared.
I'm gonna stay out in these streets and I'm gonna make sure we get justice.
Do it scared, or don't do it at all.
Because we need people to show up so we can get justice. For Deona Marie, we need people to show up for Winston Smith. We need people to show up still for the other 3 killer cops with Floyd. We need people to show up for Delia Eid.
Yes.
We need people to show up for Dante Wright.
Yes.
We need people to keep showing up.
Yes.
You will not break my spirit.
Right.
Justice will be served. All power to the people.
Yeah.
What I say? I told y'all. So another important part of our movement is our artists, right? We're doing great artwork. You see some on the truck over here. You've seen it all around a lot since George Floyd. But before, a lot of artists popped out for George Floyd. We had Leon Wong, who is doing great work always. And at the drop of a dime, he made these posters that are out here today. Remember Deona Marie? He also, I believe, made the poster that was used this morning at the Capitol for the press conference. So thank you for coming through, not only just for these protests and marches, but for the families, doing graphic for different individuals taken by the police. So thank you so much for that. Also, I believe, let's see, the group that he is with, I believe now it's called Digital. Oh, he just, never mind that. So anyhow, since we're on TCC for J, I'm going to call up another member of TCC for J, who we had DJ speaking as, a person who was here. But we're going to speak about TCC for J. Excuse me?
By shutting the street down, I get it.
No, you don't, because you wouldn't be in my face if you got it. Keep moving. Keep moving.
Resist them.
Bye-bye.
Resist them. Resist. 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 Resist.
Yep, I'm good. Okay, so we've got Deshaun McDonald from TCC for J. Deshaun McDonald, oh, behind me, so sorry.
I love you. Hello everyone, my name is Deona McDonald with TC4J. Unlike most of the speakers, I do not speak usually. So, hold up, we want freedom, freedom, all these
Racist ass cops, we don't need them.
Hold up, we want freedom, freedom, all these racist ass cops,
we don't need them.
One more time.
Hold up. Freedom, freedom, all these racist ass cops, we don't need them.
That is so on facts on facts. Yes, I was here yesterday. I was not here for the incident, but I did come back when I saw the videos that went live. Because my movement family, I don't like it closer to my face. My movement family was under attack and I was not here to protect them. So I came straight back, rushed down Lindell, found the people who were here and held them tight. Because why? Because we are a family. Most of us been out here for a year, most of us been out here for many of years. But being out here every single time, we just come closer and closer. So if you see people around you that you can keep seeing every single time, get to know them. Get to know them on a personal level, know their names, know their backstories, where they're from. Yeah, Minneapolis, all sides. Okay. With TC4J, we have a civilian, with your shirt, Civilian Police Accountability Commission going on. It's a petition so that community members of Minneapolis can take control of these racist ass cops. These racist ass cops yesterday, if you didn't see those videos, they came in swinging hard as hell like we did something wrong. We didn't do anything wrong. Once again, we're not the ones doing anything wrong. They are. They keep killing us. They keep murdering us in the streets. But we're going to keep coming out and we're going to keep asking for control. Or we're going to take control. So, those who have the CPAC shirt on, you got your hands up, raise your hands. Or if you have a petition, raise your hands. I got a hand back there waving around. If you're from Minneapolis, if you got a petition, come up here, please. If you are from Minneapolis, you can sign these petitions so we can get on the ballot, so we can take control of these murderous cops. Shut them down. That's all I got to say. I don't like speaking.
Right here. Thank you. Thank you. So, one of the other organizers who were just like arm in arm as we do this work for police accountability is from Minnesota Care, Jaylani. Jaylani, I heard you're here. Jaylani? Okay, he's coming up. So, Jaylani, just thank you so much. Like, he will make a banner for us real quick if we need one. He's just doing so much work. They did a poster that had all the people that have been killed in the state of Minnesota by the police on a poster, had everyone's name, and it's just a blessing to have your loved one's name, you know, put on that and remembered. So, Jaylani, thank you for all that you do, and thank you for being here once again. I'm going to ask all the speakers that we bring up next that they would please keep your statements brief. We are marching. We do want to get back. Visual Black Justice has prepared a visual which will look great, even better lit at night. So thank you for that. So we do want to make sure that we're getting timely here. So thank you, Jaylani.
Thank you, Monique. Assalamu alaikum. Peace and blessings be upon you all today. I want to just thank for all of you for showing up. I'm a little disappointed, to be honest with you. I think when we lose a protester and protesters are hurting and we get an attack like this, the entire uptown community should be out here right now. Right. We should all be outraged that standing up for justice does not warrant a death sentence from anybody. Right. So I want to bring up Muhammad and Zainab. They're the two superstars that make the work that we do happen. I want to give them a chance to speak to you guys and to encourage you to continue to come out, to continue to stand, and to continue to make an impact. So Muhammad and Zainab.
First of all, I'd like to greet you all with Assalamu alaikum. My name is Muhammad. I'm with Care, Minnesota. And to be honest with you, I think we're all traumatized. We all saw the tragedy that happened yesterday. And last night, if it was not for Deona, a lot more people could have gotten hurt. Yeah. Right? And Deona's car, and the way that she protected everybody with her car, the way that she had it parked over there, a lot more people could have been injured. So not only do we owe Deona and her family the gratitude for her standing out here, but Deona's heroics saved a lot more lives that could have been lost. And for me, I keep thinking about all the circumstances that played out yesterday, where folks were playing red light, green light, and everybody was gathered here, but they ended up going all the way down there, and that red light, green light saved a lot of lives as well, right? And how everything kind of played out yesterday, it's unfortunate. For those that were not here, how can you deny the existence of white supremacy? How can you deny the existence of hate? How can you deny the existence of inaction at the state legislature? And the reason that we are all here, and the reason that Deona was here last night, is to fight for justice for Winston and for all the other lives that were stolen because of the inaction that we saw and continue to see at the Capitol. And for all of us, like Jelani said, I'm really grateful to be holding space with all of you, but at the same time, we should be seeing a lot more people, because if we had any goodness in our hearts, we know what happened yesterday was wrong, and what's been happening for the last 400 years is wrong. So,
Amen.
So today we delivered 65,000 signatures to the state capitol, to Governor Walz's office, demanding action. And all they did today was argue about the emergency powers of the Governor Walz. Right? It doesn't seem like it's a priority. But I'm going to say it, we will not forget this moment. We will not forget our lost heroes, and we will not forget all the stolen lives that we lost in the state of Minnesota, and we're going to remember that, especially when we're voting in 2022. Thank you.
I actually don't have anything. I didn't want to speak today because there's no words to describe what happened last night or what the people that were here last night are feeling or have experienced. I think one of the girls here talked about even the balloon, the sound of it triggers her. I know what that feels like. I've had my own traumatic experiences with gun violence, and little things trigger you, and I swear to God, they trigger you for the rest of your life. So when you think about the young people here, I call them the backbone of the movement. They're here every single day. Yo, Elu, Mane, all of them. They're here every day. And they experience that. And they're here today speaking about it. That takes a level of strength and resilience that a lot of us don't have. Right? Like, not many of us would be able to see somebody in blood and then get up the next morning and still fight for their life. Not many of us would be able to do that, but it speaks to the volume and to the character of who they really are. So thank you guys. Yo, thank you for doing that work. There's not a lot of people that do that. And they're young. And a lot of us adults have a lot to learn from them. So when you guys sit around and you talk about, why were you out here? Why are you out here? Why are you speaking about it? Because the woman that lost her life last night here was here fighting for another life that was lost. How many more have to go? How many more have to die? And how long are we going to be? Ask yourself, like Chantel said, are you willing to die for justice? Are you here for the right reason? Or are you only out here when the cameras are here, when the people are out here? Or are you here every single day like these young people? So thank you guys. Above anything, you guys' lives matter. You were at risk last night, and if you were gone, I don't know what would happen to this movement. And I've seen you guys put in the time and the effort, and I love you. So that's all.
Thank you. Okay, so we have some other speakers. We'll have to get them in along our route. Definitely want to give a shout out to Native Lives Matter, because I always like to give them space up front. But we'll get you in. We just ran over time with this. So, but one thing we have to, we'll be breaking down the sound system right now. But while we're in this space, as we prepare to line up for our march, we want to do a little exercise where people just turn to somebody and acknowledge them. You know, introduce yourself and let them know, like, hey, we're in this space and we're in here together. You know, this is how we build community. This is how we build a movement. We must know one another. We must love one another and be in these spaces together.
We in this space together.
Acknowledging the pain
Acknowledge.
of the day
Thank you.
and acknowledging
And
the
I love
hope
you,
for the
Braid.
future as
Thank
well.
you. Happy 2 Monday.
So let's be together in this space and prepare to march.
Well, y'all got it from here. Coming to you from Calhoun Square. Well, today they should even change the name of that building too. Sooner or later. But we're up here in the middle of Lake Street, right by Stella's behind me, and all that good stuff. And I'm about to go on a march. Just getting ready to go on a march. I'm gonna flip the screen again.
Let me get the mic.
How you doing? My name is Nick.
Nick?
Yeah, what's your name? Peter? It's nice to meet you. They said to meet people, so I just met Peter. Oh, everybody, this is Peter. And I just met him because she said for us to turn to somebody and say hi and tell them we're in the same space and sharing the same air. Nice to meet you, Peter.